We're once again in the south of Trinidad and Tobago, right here at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. It is match number 3, a contest between Jamaica Titans and Leewards Thunder. A little earlier, Samuel Badger was out in the middle for that toss, and the coin fell in the favor of Jamaica Titans. Captain Ramal decided that they'll have a bat first. Cited the fact that in terms of their team abilities, it's a case of they're better at defending, and that's why they want to set a total. Of course, they're playing against these guys, Leewards Thunder, Kareem Gore. Well, he said that they would have wanted to have a ball first up top, and it's what worked for other teams. They're looking to settle themselves in the Powerplay, pick up some early wickets. You're going to look to the likes of some spin. He talked about 5 spinners in that side, so you're going to look to the likes of Kofi James there, Cornelius as well. You're looking for some batting as well. DePisa, Lewis in the middle order. You might probably see that happen. But yeah, it's all set for an amazing contest once again. Day number 2 of this West Indies Breakout T20 League. And help us see the future of cricket around the Caribbean. Who is going to be next? Could it be Leroy Lugg? We've seen him before. We know exactly what he can do. Oh, trust me, if he hits it, it's going to find itself somewhere near Port of Spain today. Somebody else that we've seen before, but still a young man in the context of his career, in the context of cricket, Kirk McKenzie. Flip side of things, with ball in hand, it's going to be Nathan Edward. Well, we talked about Lugg, and that's what Lugg can do. Opens the account with a maximum. This is what Lugg does. Lugg does the tug, and it produces a boundary for him. Does this have the distance? Tracking back. What a catch that is. Oh, could be a contender for catch of the match today.
A young man from Trinidad and Tobago, a very, very good fielder. Look out for this young man throughout this tournament. And for those of you who look at this catch, the technique behind it, he didn't just turn and chase wildly. Look at the way he made the adjustment. Eyes on the ball, opened his shoulders, opened his hips. A wonderful catch. The log goes for 14, 21 for 1.
Up and over. A shot of class, a shot of elegance. Oh, J.J. Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, and Kirk McKenzie now has decided it's time. He's seen it for a couple of overs. You don't often see guys bowling 3 in a row. And now his matchup, even into the wind, still 6.
Yeah, you just wonder if perhaps it was 1 over too many from Kareem Gore. You understand why he came for another over. He's bowling to 2 left-handers this time. And finally, Kirk McKenzie is able to line him up, pick the length very early, rock back, and pull that one way into the stands.
Again, with the win and taking on the matchup. This was a big over and much needed to end the power play. 46 for 1.
Fortune for Kirk McKenzie. Inside edge, a bottom edge. Brings him to boundary. The first one for quite some time. Well, he's getting a move going, but doesn't get the distance. Oh, a simple catch in the end. McKenzie gets a start, but he's got to start walking back to pavilion.
Pace off again from Kofi James. He's varied his pace very nicely. McKenzie trying to go long, not long enough. And Mahiz is developing a reputation for being an excellent fielder, poaching a relatively easy catch to get rid of McKenzie. He's gone for 34. Run a ball. The Titans 75 for 2.
Into some vacant space. It was effortless from Jordan Johnson.
Only one there.
100 comes up in the 17th over. High into the air. And Kofi James settles. Quite a simple catch for him. So a wicket for Anderson Mahes. That familiar celebration from him. Trying to hit it out of the park, but not enough connection.
Yeah, probably just never got close enough to it, and more elevation than distance. Yeah, and the famous celebration there again from Mahiz, who's been excellent all day with the ball and in the field. Moran has to walk back for 16 from 17 deliveries, 110 for 4.
Straight away up into the air, and it will be a repeat. Anderson Mahes with the ball, Kofi James with the catch, and consecutive wickets for Son.
Yeah, this is clever. This is very clever bowling from Anderson Mahes. Just look at the line of this delivery. Way outside off stump. Out of the reach, out of the hitting art of Javier Royal. Really good planning, good execution. Asking him to hit into the wind as well. Easy catch for Kofi James. Goes back for a golden duck, Royal. 110 now for 5.
Might have another, should have another, doesn't have another. Karima Gore spills a sitter. That must be frustrating and annoying for someone who is such a good fielder. He takes catches of other bowlers, and then when these things happen, he would be irritated. There is protection there. That's where he wants him to strike the ball. They go back for 2. And errant through comfortably gets 2. Once the single would be run out at the non-striker's end. By signal and not a wide. And so a good end to the over from Nathan Edward. 10 runs coming from the final over.
Jamaica Titans will be very disappointed. Got to 46 for 1 at the end of the power play, but never really pushed on. If you look at the strike rates, no one striking above 100. Just forwarding for Jordan Johnson, run out off the final delivery.
Yeah, another good partnership for the second wicket, 54, but it's the strike rate at which it came, 54 from 52, and it's been a real struggle. I mentioned during the pitch report that this pitch would be a lot slower than the one we saw yesterday, and that proved to be right. The spinners will have a say because of the dryness of the surface, but I still think that this score is around 20, 25 fewer than where they should end. And for the Thunder, their bowlers, a wicket for Karima Gore, 3 wickets for Anderson Mahes, 3 for 16 from 4, and Kofi James, 1 for 22, 123 for 6. The Leeward Islands Thunder, well, they need 124 runs to win their first ever match in the West Indies Breakout League.
Kofi James, who batted at 3 for the Falcons, will come out to the middle to open with Jamie Cornelius.
Govasta Edmund to start.
Yeah, James is always quite aggressive against the pace. He's picking up where he's left off from in CPL 2024. Majestic. That could be the shot of the tournament thus far. 2 sixes to start for James.
Balance personified. A pure bat swing. Beautiful timing.
Make that 4 more. This has been a dominant start by Kofi James. That is very crafty. We've seen a lot of power from James. Very shrewd. Again, and there's that value in creating room. Been a promising start by Kofi James, 31 for none. That has been pummeled and has gone for another maximum. 3 in the innings, all by James. That is a strong, strong area for James. You don't want to be on his legs or anything straight. This has been a devastating start.
This is so impressive. He's hitting into the wind, to the bigger side of the ground, and he's cleared it comfortably.
There's into the pitch, but it's been picked up. Hit with the wind, very smart. What a package that is. Short, pulled, full, majestic, exquisite straight drive. This has been a treat in this power play to watch. Went wide of the crease, but same result. It's been the perfect mix of power and class. 64 for none.
Is it the moment they waited on? The simplest of chances, but not the simplest of dances. Oh, Royal. He's royal, so royal. He gets the breakthrough. 1 down.
What's it called? The international bounce, I think it was, that he mentioned. His new celebration. But what a start from Kofi James, trying to maximize in the final over of the power play. And this time he has to perish. Kirk McKenzie comfortable in the end. Yeah, there it is. A man known for his celebrations, the international bounce. Exciting and electric start. 39 from 20, 64 for 1.
Royal does it again. Oh, cue the dance. Oh, the celebrations. This guy has got something special.
Well, nothing from Michael Louis today. Goes for a duck, ball through the gate, arm ball, slides on. So look at that finger behind the seam. And yeah, we're going to see quite a lot of this during this tournament from Javor Royal. Michael Louis comes, Michael Louis goes. 64 for 2.
Another one bites the dust. This time the captain. And it's Cornelius that takes that walk back.
From 64 without loss to 68 for 3. This is what I was just referencing. The collapse, the dramatic collapse. Redwood with the catch. And from being in a really, really comfortable position, now there's a little bit of jitters. Cornelius goes for 16, 68 for 3.
Pulls it down and is dispatched. I can't afford to do that too often.
And you saw some apprehension at the start of the over in terms of the decision to bring Redwood on.
Does the skipper do it again? He does. This time the jewel. Oh, it's fallen out of the crown. Jewel Andrew, the latest victim. That's 4 down.
Yeah, they continue to pick wickets, and this is troublesome and worrying if you're a Leeward Islands Thunder fan. Top edge, and you can see the disappointment in Joel Andrew. He knew that he had to take limited risk, if any at all. And unfortunately for him, he finds the fielder. 11 from 12, 81 for 4 now.
Well done, nice.
Andrew comes out with that single, 100 for 4 now into the 14th over. Just 24 more runs required.
Finally, some intent from Kareem Agor. That will help release some pressure.
Yeah, you spoke about capitalizing and making the most of deliveries like this. What Gore has done well is he's hit straight. He hasn't gone against that spin. Straight through the line. Yeah, perfect execution.
Yeah, straight down towards the fielder, but clears him quite comfortably. And that would release any sort of pressure. There might have been another 6. Kareem Agor.
Picking his spot well, Kareem Agor. Second 6 is in as many overs. Very compact and composed. Or you win the game with a 6 like that and improve your strike rate. Clinical by the Leeward Islands Thunder. An unbeaten partnership of 46 at a run of ball. Kareem Agor, the skipper. Giovanni De Pisa, the franchise player. And it's an emphatic win to start the Breakout League by the Thunder. Clinical with ball in hand, even more so with bat in hand. And talking about emphatic, what a way to win it. Down on one knee, mid-on is in, and that one is out of the park from the Pisa. Congratulations to the Thunder. A start they'd want to replicate moving forward in the tournament.
Well, this is how things panned out. Match number 3 in the West Indies Breakout League. The Titans up against the Thunder. Titans winning the toss and opting to bat first. Well, they really strolled to 123 for 6 of their 20. Mahes was the standout bowler with 3 for 16. Johnson 40 from 45. In the end, the Thunder chased it quite comfortably, though they had a little mini collapse of their own, 127 for 4, and they won by 6 wickets.